Hello everybody, today we're going to be looking at the most detailed and accurate burrow ever created in Minecraft. As you can see here, this build took a ton of time to make, but I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. If you didn't know, the burrow is where the Weasleys live in the Harry Potter series, so I tried to jam-pack the interior with as many references and little details as I possibly could. I'll start with the little garage over here. This garage, nothing too crazy here, just a simple design, made it kind of rusty. Had the Ford Anglia right outside here. I thought this was a really cool little detailed car that I was able to replicate. I think it looks very good considering the limitations I have here in Minecraft. So awesome little detailed build there. And then coming right up, we're going to have this dirt path surrounded by very minimal terrain. I just kind of did a little bit on the outside just to liven it up a little bit. Didn't go overboard. As you can see here, I based this design off of the set build that they did for the movies. So we've got this little hut down here, and held up by stilts, we have this little curving kind of part on top here. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It was very complex, and the colors really go nicely together. As you can see, we've got the little garden on the side here, the little top, got big windows coming around back. We're gonna have all of this detail in the back as well. We've got this long window showing the interior. Back of the gardens here, I put some stained glass on the sides here, and it just looks so good. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I've got smoke coming out of the chimney, tons and tons of detail. Let's go check out the interior. So I'm actually not going to go through the front door. I'm going to start in the back because, as you may see, we'll go through the garden real quick. So if we just go into the garden, nothing crazy, just some very simple designs. Starting in the back though, the reason I'm coming to the back is because in the movies, most of the time the characters come in through the back, so I think this is going to be a lot more familiar once I step in here. So once we go in, boom, we've got the kitchen. So this is where pretty much everyone enters through the house. I think the first time we see this is in Chamber of Secrets when Harry and Ron fly the car right before that. So right in the kitchen here, we're going to have this long table with a bunch of different colored chairs. And as you can see from the design in here, it is very colorful, very eccentric. And I think that was the key to making this interior feel really warm and really homey. Because if you look at the pictures of the interior from pictures on Google, you'll see this is pretty accurate. I mean, they had a very I don't know, loud carpet, I guess, here, but just looking at this, we got the table, we got some cake on the table filled with all these chairs. Over here, we're gonna have a stovetop, really cool little stovetop design, mantle, a little indentation in the ceiling here. There's gonna be some more details throughout the build for that. Over here, we're gonna have some food storage, some more food storage, little cabinet design. I really like this little shelving design, I guess, we got here in Minecraft. You know, some brewing stands. We've got some cupboards with some cups. Over here, we're gonna have more kitchen tops, some more countertops, and we're gonna have another cake, some hanging baskets, some details from the ceiling. And overall, this kitchen really just looks so nice. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Over here, we're going to come over. We've got this very cool grandfather clock design. Again, accurate to the movie. In the movies, they're all at one point pointing towards moral danger, and it just shows where everyone in the family is. So right after this grandfather clock, we're going to come in, and this is the living room. So this was really difficult to kind of make because it's only shown once or twice in the movies. I think it was shown in the Deathly Hallows when Scrimgore is giving out Dumbledore's will, so we don't really see it a lot, but I think I was able to get this very accurate. Here is the fireplace design. This is where Harry went to Diagon Alley for the first time in the flue powder, using flue powder. We're just gonna have some more. Oh, okay, that's not. We're gonna have some more cabinetry. We're gonna have another big cabinet, some flowers hanging by the windowsill, and this is actually where the front door is. So this just leads right out to the patio and the front door. Coming out of the living room, this also leads into the kitchen, but you already saw that. So we're gonna go up the stairs here, and this we're gonna have more storage here first off, but this is where things are gonna get a little bit more. I kind of use like more of my, I don't know, imagination up here, because we don't really see the higher levels of the burrow very often in the movies or even on the sets that they created. So on this first flat here, we're going to open this door. This is going to be some storage for the Weasleys, you know, very minimal stuff, some skulls and chains hanging around. And then out of this closet, we're going to come right down here. This is going to be Ginny's room, and right across from Ginny's room, we're going to have a bathroom. This is a little pad you can step on, but I really like this little toilet design, and I think it's a very simple, very cute little bathroom here. And then going over to Ginny's room, so I'm really happy with this. So Ginny's room, pretty small room. I did a little magenta carpet because I don't know, I wanted it to be kind of feminine. Right here we got this little bird. This is this is the best thing I could do. This is representing Ginny's little pygmy puff Arnold. It's a bird, but we don't got a pygmy puff in Minecraft. But right over here by Jenny's room, or Jenny's bed, we're going to have a little secret design that I thought is a really cool little detail. So we have this little divider, you know, give Gina her privacy from the front door. But right here, if you go like this, crouch, sneak down, open up here, we have a stash of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. So this is Fred and George's store, and throughout the series they're creating all these little knickknacks and fireworks and stuff, and I thought it would be a really cool detail to put this attached to Ginny's room, because I could totally see Fred and George saying, alright Ginny, help us out, you know, we need a little place to store our stuff. So this is just some crates and containers here for all their mischievous creations. So this is a really cool little Easter egg here we got in attached to Ginny's room. Closing this back up, we're just gonna head right outside again. Up these stairs, we're gonna go to Percy's bedroom. So as you can see in Percy's bedroom, right off the start, we can see a whole bunch of cauldrons everywhere. We got cauldrons up here, cauldrons all over. Open the door, we got more cauldrons. Because if you've read the books, you know that Percy was obsessed with cauldrons in the books, and Fred and George religiously made fun of him for that. So I thought it would be a cool little kind of Easter egg to put cauldrons all over Percy's bedroom. As you can see, we got some parchment on the walls, and this little pressure plate is also meant to be more parchment, just because Percy's very studious, very ambitious, so I really wanted to encase that in his room, and he's got all these cauldrons to help him get to the ministry as soon as physically possible. Alright, so right out of Percy's room, we're going to go up another flight of stairs, and then one more flight of stairs. So right here, I'm going to first go down here. We're going to have another bathroom design. I used copper for the countertops here because I thought, you know, let's change it up a little bit. This is kind of like a red room. If you destroy this, it's just right outside. So I didn't have, we don't have wallpaper, so I thought I'd just stick with the red and I'd make it kind of match with the copper design. So we've got a nice little bathroom design here. Coming up right over here, some more storage, looking out this long window. Right up here, we are going to have Molly and Arthur's room. This is going to be the parents' room. So we got this big bed, and then right over here we're going to have a sign that says rubber ducks, bolts, brakes with a question mark, and this is going to be our little rubber duck. This is supposed to signify Arthur's obsession with, Muggle artifacts, I guess you can say. We got a little bell and a lectern right here. Another cabinet design. I think this is a really cool design that you could use in your builds if you like it. But yeah, this is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We got some flowers for Molly in this room. And then right over here, we're going to come up these stairs. And this is going to be Fred and George's room. We got a little sign that says stay out. Oops. Let's get rid of this stuff. Coming into this room, now I have it two separate colors, one for Fred, one for George. I represented George as green and Fred is blue. We're going to have this divider with some curtains hanging because Fred and George are very sneaky. They've got all these crates. This is just my idea that they're in here. They've got their dressers here where they store their clothes to cover the door. I'm just picturing them, experimenting with all these magical little things. And I mean, the parents' room is right across the hall, so they're definitely going to barge in here, and they got to have time to, get rid of all their evidence. So that's why I put all these curtains and stuff to hide their little misdoings and cool little experiments that they're doing. But again, another great room. We've got a lot of windows in here that can come out and look to the yard. Really cool. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be able to get all of this, all of these windows to cooperate with me, but I mean, hey, I was able to figure it out. Right out of Fred and George's room, we're going to have this little storage unit up here. Going up this ladder, there is one cool thing about this little area. So nothing crazy with the storage, but as soon as we head over here, we're going to have a little secret area where I've got a little zombie head and a little green bed. This is representing the little ghoul that they have in their attic. I didn't really have any room anywhere else in the house, so I thought this was the perfect little place. Because as we know, the Weasleys have a ghoul that lives in their house, so I thought this would be a nice little corner where the ghoul can rest in a little dark area by all their storage. So this is a little cool little Easter egg that I thought was really fun to add. Coming up these stairs, we're going to get pretty close to the end of the build. We're going to have more storage, another one of these little vents things with the light hanging down. This room is going to represent Bill and Charlie's room. So I mean, we don't ever see their room in the movies or the books for that matter. So I kind of just designed this how I thought their rooms might be. This side is going to be Bill's room, so we got gold on his table because we know he works at Gringotts as I think a curse breaker in Egypt. But still, nonetheless, works for Gringotts, so we got gold lying out here. And then over here, this is going to be Charlie's room, and as we know, Charlie works with dragons, so I have a little dragon head right in front of his bed. His bed slides right into this little window nook here, so I thought that was a really cool detail. When he's sleeping, you can look out into the night. It must be very relaxing. And then both of them combined have this little balcony that comes out here. This is where the balcony is on the outside, so I thought, why not incorporate this into one of the bedrooms? So this is a really cool bedroom. I really, really love this one. And then, last but not least, we are going to come up these stairs. Up these stairs, we've got this balcony, this overhang, and this is going to lead us to Ron's room. So, as we can see, Ron's room is very flamboyantly orange because in the books it's described as extremely orange. He's got all the Chudley Cannon posters hanging around. So, I mean, I put these little picture frames to kind of signify as the Chudley Cannon posters. And then right over here we're gonna have a red bed. This is where Harry stays during the summer holidays when he's with when he's hanging out with Ron. So we got just orange everywhere. We got orange for the wallpaper, we got orange bed, we're gonna have orange candles lining the stairs, and over here we're just gonna have some more storage, some kind of roots hanging from the ceiling. I don't know, it's just kind of a cool little design choice. And then nothing in the chest, but we can look out this top window. This is the very tippy top of the house, way up in the attic. So this is where Ron is staying, and that is pretty much going to conclude the interior of this build. So again, this build is super awesome. I'm really happy with how it turned out, where I was able to get a lot of detail. I was able to kind of design something that was crooked, but the interior layout still was consistent and fluid for the most part. As you can see, a really difficult part was this part is leaning to the left, and if we come over here, this top part is leaning to the left as well, but since it's on the opposite side, it's leaning this way and that one's leaning that way. So this was kind of a hard thing to create because it's slanted opposite. So I don't know, it was very difficult, but we made it work, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. We got some basic trees, and that is pretty much going to conclude the tour of the burrow. I'm thinking about making this a map, so if I do, I'll leave this in the description below where you can download it on most likely Planet Minecraft, and you can explore this little build for yourself. We've got tons of stuff that I'm going to be touring in the near future. I'm deleting all this, but as you can see, we have the Dursleys' house over there, Privet Drive. We're going to be doing a tour of that very soon. I kind of cut out there a little bit, but that is going to conclude the video of the burrow here in Minecraft. Probably one of the most accurate builds I have seen. I've looked on, you know, all the Google pictures and YouTube videos I could find, and nothing quite reaches the detail and complexity of this build. But if you liked it, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.